Okay, good evening folks. It is the 20th of June 2010. Just going to do a quick weekly outlook here for the US dollar Swiss franc. Um, Again, like the pound Swiss franc, the 9 count TDF sell setup has basically timed the down move quite well once again. Obviously we didn't here, but the situation was a bit different. We can see here that we've made the 9 count sell setup on the weekly as well. This is going to be the TDF bar um, also, but we have turned bullish on this weekly. So if you remember when we did actually finally break through this 883 level, I did say at the time that it's probably unlikely now that we'll actually come back down and test that level, but it's starting to look now that we are going to come back down and test that 883, 1.0883 level now. Um, so yeah, after that huge month up last month, we're having a big month down this month so far, and we're going to complete a TDF sell setup on the weekly. We had one earlier, obviously, on the daily. So I mean, going from here, I was looking at this TDST support level here at 1.1076. We've completed a TD buy setup here as well, but we are like really close to that 1.1076 level. We've been as low as 80, so we've been within 4 pips um, of this level. We've actually produced as well a very tight sort of bearish thrust bar there on this ninth bar. So yeah, sorry, it was the 4 hour chart I was looking at here. We've completed a 9 count buy setup on the 4 hour, and we're just waiting on the thrust bar to show up. So I'm going to be looking at this one going into this week to possibly take a buy on this trade here. Obviously, if we look at Euro US dollar, expecting to see a bounce in that pair, but we have just completed the TDF buy setup. So on the back of that, obviously expecting to see some of that bar covered, as we've obviously as well completed the TDF sell setup here on the weekly. So I would expect to see some of that bar covered as well going forward. So yeah, so that should work okay. With obviously the buy setup in place right down at the TDST, I'd have liked to seen it sort of come down and touch and have a good sort of daily close on that kind of level. So I'll be keeping an eye on this one tomorrow and see where we are. If we kind of open up below this level, and I think I'll probably just look to leave it because obviously we've already come below it. Sort of not to the close, strictly speaking, but it's obviously not just been that an important level to the market. But we'll keep an eye on the 9 count. I mean, the 9 count buy setup's there, it's in place. So if we get the thrust bar, I'll certainly look to get involved on that. But again, a lot of these pairs, they're just kind of not really looking ideal at the moment. Apart from maybe the pound pairs are starting to look a bit better. But yeah, I mean, this huge month up, we obviously, a lot of the time you do end up covering a lot of that ground again before the market actually goes back up to test the levels that we made it to. So that could well be the case here. I mean, on the weekly, the buy setup's complete now, so we'd be looking at a removal of this thrust level now on the weekly to kick off the new sort of uptrend here and take us up towards the 1.27 level. Yeah, so just keep an eye on that. I'll keep an eye on this daily chart and the 4 hour chart here to see if we can make a thrust bar and see where we go from there. It could well be though that we have the that we have this 9 count buy setup in place and we keep going down and remove the lower bat support at the 900, hit this weekly and monthly sort of 880 level here, and then maybe see a bounce from there. So we'll just keep an eye on that. But with the 9 count in place in the daily, That's kind of basically what I'll be looking at the start of the week here. Okay, cheers.